Good morning. I am going to I'm going to make this recording on this class that's showing at the pointer, the Bio 112 WABL1, and what that stands for is blended. It at first didn't have the BL because we were just going to be face-to-face. And as you probably hope, I hope that we are back in person very soon, but it's going to be fine if we're not. I do a lot of these little recordings. This is just, I basically call it the weekly announcement. So I'm going to click on this class, but then I'm also going to share this recording with the WABL2 section. Last semester, they put everybody in one section, and this semester they have divided. I'm assuming the section that had me for lab is in BL2, and the section that had Ms. Harrell for lab is in BL1. But I don't know that for sure. I feel like it is because I recognize the names of the students who are emailing me, because at first what I was doing is I was sending announcements only to this section, and because I didn't think there was a reason to send an announcement to this section. So anyway, I got that straight thanks to Jasmine, and I can't remember, there was another student who sent me a similar message. But this is our welcome page. I know you've read it because let's see, 13 out of 13 have attempted the enrollment verification quiz. 2 are ungraded. I will grade it just as soon as I get done making this recording. But this recording is not for the welcome page. This recording is for the week 1 viruses. Okay, so our first topic is viruses. We will discuss the COVID or the coronavirus that leads to COVID-19, but we will discuss many other viruses as well. You will always have the same format at the top of your weekly topic. I'm not going to call these topics chapters because that has driven me insane in the past, because the chapters didn't match up with the weeks. So I'm just going to call them topics. So this week's topic is viruses, and everything that you see in this week module is due on January the 18th. Normally, your due dates are going to be Mondays if we continue on with the online classes. Otherwise, your due dates will be whenever I tell you in class, that they will be. But your learning outcomes are listed. And basically here, I'm just going to say you are going to learn about viruses. You're going to learn that viruses can infect any living thing, bacteria, plants, animals, and fungi, and protozoans and algae. But prions and viroids only, they're a little bit different from viruses. The prions are only composed of proteins. Viroids are only composed of the nucleic acid, whereas a virus is composed of both. The nucleic acid is the core, and then the protein is the capsid on the outside. Now, the instructional content for the week will be listed. You're going to view the weekly announcement, which you're doing right now. You are going to view the PowerPoint or PDF version. You don't have to view both of these, whichever you like the best, of the slides. But if you review the recorded lectures, you're gonna kind of do all that at one time, because the recorded lectures are lectures that I record using the slides, and sometimes I will add my own slides. I definitely did that with viruses because there were some concepts in the slides that I felt like were not covered. So I did add my own slides in there as well. But the recorded lectures will have, all the information that you need, and I strongly recommend this week for sure that you watch the recorded lectures. They're 15 minutes each, And so there are, I believe, 5 lectures, and that means an hour and 15 minutes. So dedicate your time to watching an hour and 15 minutes of recording lectures. And note here that it says students should watch these and take notes in a way that best fits their personal learning style. If you feel like that you can listen to the recorded lectures and make 100 on the exam for that topic, then you don't have to actually put notes down. Very few students can do that. So I would suggest that you either type your notes, that you either highlight or make notes on the slides, pull them up while you're watching the recorded lectures, or just handwrite your notes. I mean, I know that's old-fashioned, but that it works for my daughter. She's your age, and she handwrites her notes, even when she doesn't have to. So for activities for this week, you're going to complete your study plan on viruses. This is graded, and you're used to this, so please make sure you do it. And I do want to show you something on the study plan that I really like. The show what you know, you can take as many times as you want, and that will help you for the test, because the test questions are going to come, many of them are going to come from the show what you know questions. You can just retake that show what you know over and over and over again. Remember, I'm different from Miss Harrell. I'm going to make my tests out differently from Miss Harrell. So listen to what I'm saying. Okay, and then the put it together. I love this because this section is an interactive, and this particular one is an interactive on SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus that caused the COVID-19 pandemic that we are still experiencing now. And what you'll do is you'll just go from slide to slide to slide, and there are some interactive activities, I guess, and quizzes that will go along with this. But if you will do this before you do your lab for the week, I think you will find that it is really helpful. So this is called putting it together, putting it together. So when you look at your study plan, do this before you do the lab. Putting it together, okay, or put it together. And then, of course, there's a quiz, and that's very strange. The first attempt is 80% and the second's 29%. I have a feeling that's because I took the first attempt and they count mine. Okay, so I didn't mean to throw you guys off there, but okay. The next thing is after the study plan viruses, you are going to have the quiz, and the quiz is graded. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. The quiz viruses, and that is graded. That will be a quiz grade. You have 2 attempts on this quiz. However, if you will email me that you would like 2 more attempts, I will give you as many attempts as you want. I can come in here and I can add 2 more attempts, and as long as it's within the due date. Now, if you want to do attempts after the due date, I'll give you more attempts, but I will not change your grade, okay? But you can take more attempts if you would like to, because again, the questions on the exams are going to come from this information. And then the next thing is, let me just go back to the main page, and let's talk about the lab for this week. This is what you're going to want to do for the lab for this week. You're going to want to pull up the worksheets. Worksheet number 1 is for the first 3 videos, and worksheet number 2 is for the last video. This is a transcript of the video animations. That means it is word for word. Every word that is said in the video animations is typed up. So if you would like to watch the video, but then go back and look at the transcript for answers that you weren't for sure about, that's fine. So let's just look at worksheet number 1. You're going to download it. I had a student ask me if you are not able to complete a what is this called? PDF. If you're not able to complete a PDF, you can always just write your answers down. Like, for example, part 1, infection. Infection is the name of the first video. Just write infection and then a number 1 and answer the question. You don't have to copy anything off of the worksheet. I'll know what you're doing. So anyway, so what you're going to do is watch the video, and the first question says, explain how the terms COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, and coronavirus mean different things. That's the first thing the video is going to tell you. So you're going to watch infection and fill that in. If you can use a different font or highlight your answers, that would be great because it's a lot easier for me to grade. This is a table where you are telling me what structure number 1 is, 2, and 3, and then I think you defined its role in replication of the virus. And so you go on and on and on, and then you're going to get to the second animation, evolution. Going to do the same thing, fill in the questions. And the third animation is detection, how we detect the virus. And you're going to fill in those questions. Now, I will tell you, this was made before definitely before the Omicron variant and definitely before the Delta variant. But it does explain how those variants can form. I don't think when they made this that the variants had formed yet, but I do believe that scientists were predicting that those variants were going to form, So then you're going to do worksheet number 2. And for worksheet number 2, this one is going to go over the animation infection. Infection, and you're going to answer those questions. So now let me show you the videos. Watch the 4 videos. Now some of you will be able to click on that link and see all of this. So the first video is infection, and then evolution, detection, vaccination. They will go in that order, so you can click start and just get started. Some of you, when you click on that link, you aren't going to get anything. So I have given you, I have given you instructions on what to do if that happens to you. So let's go back to week 1 viruses. Sorry, I paused because I wasn't sure how much time I have left. I've got 1 minute, so I can explain this to you. This is the recorded lectures for viruses. That's for your lecture material. Okay, it's in the instructions. So it says, if the link above doesn't work for you to see the videos, try this. Go to biointeractive.org. Search SARS-CoV-2. Click on the first topic, biology of SARS-CoV-2, and that should work for you, okay? If not, you need to contact someone at your school in the IT or technology support department and see if they can set your computer up so that you can watch this. Show them this part right here that I have shown you.